everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. It has been a while. My apologies in a while. But here we are once again, thankfully. My name is Lee Chase. I'm the Adult Program Coordinator with Literacy Mid-South, a nonprofit organization in Memphis, Tennessee. We provide one-on-one tutoring for adults, so 18 and over, who struggle with reading or are looking to learn or improve their English skills. So if you or anybody you know needs these services and you are over the age of 18, there's some information on the screen, and I will provide it at the end of how you can get in touch with us if you would like to take advantage of these services. All right, well, let's jump right back into literacy lunch with Lee. Literacy Lunch with Lee. So Literacy Lunch with Lee is an English lesson. I do it on Mondays and Wednesdays right here on Literacy Mid-South's Facebook page. We are live right now, but if for some reason you miss part of the lesson, so you come in late, you may have to miss the whole thing, they are all saved in the video section of the Literacy Mid-South Facebook page, and you can also find them on our YouTube channel. There is a Literacy Lunch with Lee channel on the Literacy Mid-South YouTube page. So go there, find them there as well. All right, if you are not in the Memphis area, please leave me a comment. I would love to know where you are watching from. If you have an idea for a lesson, if there's a subject you'd like to see a lesson done on, please put that in the comments. Let me know. I'm here to help you, so let me know how I can best do that. And finally, please remember to like and share. Like and share these videos. Let's get them out to as many people as we possibly can. All right, so this week we are going to be working on finishing up our partnership with the Out of School Time program. They had some various books that they were highlighting this summer. They were highlighting a book a week. They were talking about the theme of the book and highlighting some specific vocabulary words. So for these lessons, we are going to be looking at the vocabulary, and then on Wednesday, we will actually use all of those words in sentences. So give you an opportunity to actually practice using those words, which hopefully will be very helpful. There's a link on the screen where you can go to watch the interactive read aloud of this week's book, and I highly encourage you to do so. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. So this week's lesson is going to be about a book called The Oldest Student, How Mary Walker Learned to Read. So The Oldest Student, How Mary Walker Learned to Read. And it is written by Rita Lorraine Hubbard. And I don't want to mispronounce the name here, but is it Oji Mora? So this book is by the two of them, and this should be very inspirational in letting you know, of course, that it is never too late to learn how to read or work on your English skills. She was an elderly lady when she finally learned how to read. So very inspirational stuff. But this is, once again, the book if you decide you would like to read the book. And, of course, do the interactive read aloud. But we're going to look at the vocabulary in the book, starting with the word that was being focused on as the main theme of the book. The main theme of the book, and that word is perseverance. Perseverance. So say that with me. Perseverance. With the V, that V. Perseverance. And what does perseverance mean? Perseverance is to keep going and not give up when something is difficult and takes a long time. So there are things in this life that we may think about doing that are very difficult, hard to accomplish, seem like it's not something you're going to be able to get through. But you keep at it anyway. for perseverance. So, like for instance, for me, I just started working a jigsaw puzzle yesterday. It is 1,000 pieces, 1,000 pieces. And after working on it for hours yesterday, I started getting very frustrated because it was taking so long. I was like, oh my gosh, this puzzle is going to take me forever. I should just quit. But no, I was like, I will just puzzle. So just as you see in the graphic here, where it first said don't quit, they changed it to be more positive even and say do it. So perseverance, you keep doing it, you don't give up. It's just like with learning English or working on your reading. It's a goal that's going to take you a long time to reach. It's not going to be easy, but keep at it. You will reach your goal. You will get better. So please, please, keep going. Keep going. All right, now our vocabulary from the story. Our vocabulary from the story. Our first one is garments. Garments. So say that with me. Garments. Garments. And what are garments? Garments are simply clothes. That's another word for clothes. So this shirt is a garment. My pants is a garment. So these are garments. Anything you do having to do with clothes, those are garments. So as you can see here, clothes are garments. All right, our next word is abandoned. Abandoned. So say that with me. Abandoned. Abandoned. So you start with your B, your B, and then you get your D, your D. Abandoned. Abandoned. So what does abandoned mean? Abandoned is when something is left behind or forgotten about. Like in the case of the picture here, you can see this is a building that has been abandoned because nobody has been there in a very long time. You can see it does not look good at all. It looks like it has been abandoned. Abandoned. It is an abandoned building. But abandoned can apply to other things other than buildings. Anything that you forget, you leave behind, you can say it was abandoned. You know. So, but a building is a good example to use when that happens. All right, our next word is civil rights. Civil rights. So say that with me. Civil with a V, civil rights. Civil rights. So civil rights is for all people to be treated equally. For all people to be treated equally. So back in January I did a lesson on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. You should go back and find that one and watch that one if you missed it. But we talked a lot about how, of course, Martin Luther King was the leader of the civil rights movement right here in Memphis, Tennessee, where I am located. This is where he was at the end of his life, but he fought for civil rights, for black people to have the same rights and be treated equally as white people. So that is civil rights, is everybody being treated equally. Everybody being treated equally. All right, our next word is billboards. Billboards. So say that with me. Billboards. Billboards. So look at that yummy billboard photo. A billboard is a large outdoor board with information on them. So as you can see, the information here is about this delicious looking McDonald's hamburger. So billboards are usually advertisements. They are advertising a product or a service, something that they are hoping you are going to buy. You are going to buy. That would be what you would see on a billboard. They may have just basic information as well, but oftentimes they will be ads that are trying to sell you something. That is a billboard. A billboard. So anytime you're out on the street, anytime you are out driving, you see billboards. You see billboards. All right, and our final vocabulary word is cockpit. Cockpit. So say that with me. cockpit. Cockpit. Cockpit is the space inside of a plane or helicopter for the pilot or the crew. So yes, that is in the front of the plane or helicopter. That is where your pilot, your flight crew sits. The ones who are flying the airplane or the helicopter, they are in the cockpit. They are in the cockpit. So when you're getting in, and especially when you're leaving the plane, usually that door will be open and you can actually look into the cockpit and see the flight crew. So the cockpit is where they sit. That is where they sit. All right, well, that is it for today's lesson. Join me on Wednesday. We will use all of these words in a conversation. So you'll be able to have a conversation to practice with another person, with a friend, a family member, a colleague, to practice using these words in conversation. I think these are helpful whether you're working on English or reading, since you can see the words spelled out under the picture. So I think that will be very helpful for you. So join me on Wednesday for that. Remember to click on the interactive read aloud and watch the interactive read aloud on the oldest student. You will hear the theme and the vocabulary mentioned on there. Remember, if you are not in the Memphis area, leave me a comment. Let me know where you are watching from. If there's a subject you'd like to see a lesson done on, let me know. I am here to help you, so please let me know how I can best do that. And finally, remember to like and share. Let's like and share these. Let's get these out to as many people as we can who need them. All right, and if you are struggling with reading, or you'd like to learn or improve your English skills, or you know somebody else out there who needs those services and they are over the age of 18, you can get more information at our website at www.literacymidsouth.org, or you can call or text 901-327-6000. It's 901-327-6000. All right, that has been it for today's episode of Literacy Lunch with Lee. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their Monday. I will look forward to seeing you on Wednesday.